At the back edge of our kitchen sink, the counter is slumping a little bit. You can see there's a old caulking line where it was sealed, and a line here is gray aluminum oxide because it's rubbing on the wall as it bounces. We've been in some rough roads for boondocking recently, and this is getting more and more obvious that we have a problem here. So I'm investigating what's going on. The sink panel just removes, and you can get a good line in here to see that there's a rivet missing, and they're pretty atypical for what you'll find in an Airstream. They have a very large head, but that rivet is broken and the screw there is a little bit loose. So I'm gonna see if I can replace that rivet. So on the other side, here's one of those large head rivets that's still intact, plus a screw next to it. And thinking I have to replace the large head rivet on the other side and make sure that screw is tight, and hopefully our counter will stop slumping.
What are you doing?
This little bracket is loose and I'm tightening the screw.
Oh. Using a drill bit and a pair of pliers?
Vice grips holds onto it well. The counter is raising up in the front because this is loose, and it seems to exaggerate the sagging in the back. Because I'm walking around today tightening things, I've decided to get in here to our appliance garage and check and see if I've got some additional loose screws there. And it appears that I do. When I removed the microwave, I remember tightening up a bunch of screws back here, and they're all loose or missing again.
Can we use rivets instead?
I
feel like the screws are backing out.
They are, and I don't think because they're gapped from the wall, it allows a lot of movement and they wiggle loose, I think. They're not, the way that these brackets were originally installed, there's a 1/2 inch gap between the bracket and the wall. And it's not ideal. If you've got a mid-2000s Airstream where the cabinets have been installed in a similar way, and you figure out a way to solve this, please leave a comment below. I'd really like some help figuring out a better way to do this so I don't have to keep tightening it every couple months.
I need to clean that. Ooh.
That's spray glue, I think, on the outlet. It just looks like that because that's what spray glue looks like.
Not from us.
No, I think that's original. It would have been hidden behind the microwave.
Oh. Well, it looks dirty.
Yep. So what I've opted to do is make some spacers / washers out of a little scrap of PEX tubing that I had with the tubing cutter, and they work pretty well. It gives me something to tighten the screw against so that the wall doesn't just keep pulling out, and we'll see how they do.
That's good. So that pulls it even and smooth. I'm pretty excited. If that stays like that, that looks good, and you can clearly see that
Hopefully they're
it's been realigned.
Hopefully they're tightened into something and versus just tightened into thin air with the aluminum that moves. It's a little closer with the ability to feel when
These are tight.
while we've got the tools out solving our loose shelf problem over there, what we're going to do here in the bathroom is fill the screw holes where we had an additional medicine cabinet. So down low here, 1, 2, those screw holes are going to get filled with a rivet. We'll leave the upper ones. We think we want to put a shelf there eventually, and we haven't figured out exactly what yet, but we'll leave those open and fill those bottom two. So these are going to be hard to get a rivet to sit down flush because they had a screw in them. What the screw does is it pulls the metal outward, so there's a ridge around the hole, and without a little bit of cleanup, the rivet is going to sit stuck out from the wall and it'll look a little funny. So I'm going to grab a razor blade and clean that up. I'm drilling a hole in a paper plate so that I can take this up to the ceiling to drill out a rivet hole, and hopefully 99% of the shavings I produce will be caught on the plate. Grab a rivet real quick. Just another use for the paper plate that we use to drill up towards the ceiling. When you come in very, very close to a wall, you want to set something against the wall to drill, because what happens is the drill will make a black mark as the side of the drill spins against the wall, and you definitely don't want that on your wall. You can put it on the paper plate though. Found two more here. 1, 2. We picked these up on Amazon, but you might be able to get them in other places. Let's see. So just 2 screws to replace that latch here and here. Then I'm wondering if it was possibly broken by the door being loose. One of the things to check for on these style hinges is that if that screw in the back is a little bit loose, the door goes up and down. Now if it's slamming closed and missing the latch, not hitting the latch quite square, that this right here could actually break the bottom. That appeared to have maybe happened on ours. So that adjustment is back here on this last screw. You want to make sure that the door is square and tight, and it should give you a pretty secure sounding latch if it's all lined up right. So one of the things that's been driving me nuts with this oven is that there's screws on the bottom that don't really get tight or stay tight. Periodically we find them on the floor after a particularly rough passage. All I can do is tighten them up. I'm not sure why they don't stay. The other thing is this, they're bouncing around, recently has sagged, so I was going to take it off and see if I could line it up straight again. I think the nature of the problem is it's missing this block when we screw it in.
That looks broken.
It's a little bit broken. The main reason was this got lowered down because the screws chronically being loose here, when we opened the door, would hit, making marks all along here as the bottom of the oven hit this panel. So I think when we lowered it down, it didn't really find a good place for the screw on the reinstall. Since I have this off, I'm just gonna take a minute and wipe down everything I can reach. There's always dust that settles on top of the furnace. Doesn't matter. I think I was in here 3 weeks ago and it's dusty again.
Andrew, that whole wall is moving when you push. The whole wall. Something's not screwed in. Let's figure it out. That's what we're doing today.
Suggesting the attachment to the counter
has failed, maybe?
No, just maybe loose, because all these screws took like a turn.
Okay.
Which means walking around the trailer, we're trying to check everything for tight. This is one of the next things I've noticed. I really got to get that tight before it comes completely apart. Not looking forward to this because I have to take the oven out to figure out what's affixing this under the counter and get it back together. But we've got to do this. We've been bouncing the trailer around, and before it falls completely apart, we need to get some things back tight. It's not particularly glamorous work, but it's just something that we have to do. And if you're out there using your Airstream, you might just have to do it too. We don't want cabinets falling off the walls, and we're definitely well out of warranty, so we can't just take it back if something comes loose. So found that there's an L bracket here and an L bracket here, and the screw, particularly on this side, wouldn't stay tight anymore. So I added 2 screws to pin that L bracket in and hold it tight, and hopefully that holds the wall in and the counter together, because it was loose where the wall meets the counter here. I do know that there's also a shelf that the oven sits on, and I can tell that that screw is also loose down below. So I'm going to go back down below above the furnace and tighten that next. The other thing we did was try to get rid of the old garbage silicone that seals the edge of the stove to the counter.
So it's super loose still up here.
Yeah.
Are we missing screws at this height somewhere?
No, because, so see how this and this are inextricably linked?
Yeah.
I think the best thing to do is to add a bracket right here where I can tie the shelf in, because the shelf is still attached well on this side, but the screws are pulled out on this side. So yeah, keep pushing there.